Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist, and a real hobnobber with the stars. Donald Trump and who else?
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart you had lunch or dinner with on Friday. Last night, Nicole Kidman. And
quite a weekend.
What's going on with you in your career, Drew? What happened?
Not a hell of a lot.
I thought we agreed we're going to stay home.
I've been trying to.
Yeah.
No, listen,
right.
I did that. By the way, let's mention the UC San Diego thing. That's more important.
Okay, we're going to be out at the University of San Diego, UC San Diego.
University of California, San Diego on Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Anyone would like to come see us? It's a lot of fun, really.
Oh, yeah, it's good times.
But you and I haven't done anything in about a year.
No, and this may be it. So
yeah. It's like,
watch me.
This is our swan song.
Didn't Dick Shawn die up on stage in San Diego?
Yeah,
I may be doing that. All right.
But he actually dropped dead. He just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're just going to die.
No, I'm looking to drop dead. So come on out and witness the spectacle that is me dropping dead on stage in San Diego to celebrate the anniversary of Dick Shawn dropping dead.
Nice, very nice.
All right. You want to talk about anything? We'll get right into it. Katherine, LaNasa, and David Allen Basche is here tonight from Three Sisters, NBC, Tuesday nights at 9:30. Show replaced. What show did this show replace?
Didn't replace Third Rock, I'll tell you that much.
No, it didn't. They moved some things around. We
kind of replaced the Michael Richards show.
Yeah, we did. Kramer didn't cut it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And this is, now, let's see. I see we haven't seen the show because we're here every Tuesday night at 9:30. But the show...
Neither of us have TiVo.
I'm going to go with the show hit the air 5 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about that.
What was it, January?
5 or 7. Yeah, right around January 9th or 10th or something like that.
January 9th.
Yeah, I think we've been on about 6 weeks or so.
And how's it doing?
It's
great.
It's actually the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Really? It's the greatest show on TV?
It's the greatest thing ever.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah. To me, sliced bread, not such a breakthrough.
Yeah, but you weren't around before sliced bread.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was saying to someone today, I was listening, Friday night, I was listening to the radio, and it was like a snippet from a TV show, and they go, listen, buddy, I could buy and sell you. And I thought, the sell part, not a big deal. It's really the buy. They should leave the sell right off of that. Because put an item in there, like, I could buy that Rolls.
And sell it.
And sell it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, you could sell it.
Big deal.
Big deal. It's the buying. I don't know why it jumped into my head, but they should really just stop it at buy. I could buy you, mister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't go over big in the South.
No.
Yeah.
No, and you're with the seller.
She's from the South, she can say that.
Oh, you are? Where are you from?
I'm from Louisiana.
Geez, I was just, wasn't I just there?
Did you go to Mardi Gras?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big times.
You from New Orleans?
Yeah, I was born in New Orleans. Both of my parents are from New Orleans.
Were you a prostitute for a while, or isn't everyone a prostitute there?
Yeah, I actually started in prostitution. But
when she was 6. She got out by the time she was 9.
The guys
and then I came to L.A. and I played a prostitute on TV many times, and that's how I got where I am now.
I was only there for 4 days.
How do you think we got our time slot?
Yeah, but what I gather, the guys run booze and the girls do prostitution. That's for as much as I could tell about Louisiana.
There's definitely a lot of professional alcoholics down there.
No.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Just about everybody in Al-Anon is from Louisiana. That's what I figure. Everyone runs from Louisiana and joins Al-Anon.
And New Orleans becomes like France in the Tour de France. You know what I mean? It has the world. It attracts some of the greatest drinkers from around the country and around the world to come out there.
And it's all for the beads.
And compete.
When I was
all about the beads.
When I was growing up, we would talk in hushed tones about neighbors that didn't drink.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Sure. It would be kind of like they don't drink. But they were kind of strange.
You had regular jobs there. Did they pay in beads, those jobs? Like if you...
No, but people will do anything for those beads, won't they?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You know one thing you don't hear about so much, probably because the tourist board isn't excited about it, is that street, that Bourbon Street, about 2, 3 in the morning, it gets fairly gamey out there.
You're peeing off the
lot of urine, a lot of vomit, a lot of sweat, a lot of spilled hurricanes and beer.
See, I don't get it. There's a beautiful tourist campaign right there.
The entire street is wet. And plus, it's always, it's always 100% humidity.
Yeah.
So these beads drop on the ground on occasion. And if you're not paying attention and you're standing out on a balcony, you can get hit with a handful of gutter beads, which will leave like a tire track across your face.
Wow.
And it's, like I said, a mixture between a hurricane, urine, fecal matter, beer, sweat.
They used to be made of glass.
Hepatitis. Yeah.
My mother has a chipped tooth from getting hit in the teeth with Mardi Gras beads. Yeah.
She got to show faster next time. All right.
From back in the day. Old style beads.
That's a badge of honor. How'd you chip your tooth? Jessica?
Some beads.
Jessica?
Yes.
You're 17?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
I had sex a week ago, and I keep creaming and I can't stop, even when I'm not having sex. It'll go for 15 seconds, and then it'll stop, and then it'll go again.
Wait a minute. You're having
Did you say the word creaming?
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah, we got it.
We follow.
So you're having recurrent sort of...
David's ears perked up.
I'm just thinking of the Seattle earthquake.
Are you having any other symptoms, like an irritation or discharge, anything like that?
No.
This happens sometimes, and sometimes it's from irritation and sort of... Were you guys going at it for a long time?
Yeah, it was almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
Wow. Yeah.
Collectively, I don't have 2 hours under my belt. It's 36.
Like little earthquakes are continuing to go. Hot baths and time, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
You talking about the spice time?
We didn't ask if she actually wanted it to stop. She just told us what was going on.
It gets kind of weird and uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Jessica?
Yes.
Do you enjoy the sensation of creaming?
Yes, it feels good.
I see. And it's like a mini orgasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep going for a couple days sometimes.
Really?
Wow.
So it's like my dad used to have a VW, and he'd pull the keys out, and we'd be walking to the Zodies, and it'd still be running.
Yep, it's exactly like
it's
that.
Like the vagina gets fired up,
analogy.
And just keeps running.
It's a carburetor problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
They call that dieseling. That's nice. I'd like to make some bitch diesel one day.
And those women are obviously already multiply orgasmic, and so they just kind of keep going.
Dylan, that's like some sort of perpetual motion vagina. You just get it started.
Keeps going.
Dylan?
Yes?
You're 14?
Yeah.
What's up?
I had unprotected sex on Thursday.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Why do you not believe me?
Is this Dylan the boy?
Yes.
Yeah, because your voice changes.
Yeah, I know. You say that a lot.
Yeah.
You say that your voice changes, but my voice hasn't changed yet.
No, S. Yeah, I still think you're a virgin.
No, I'm not.
What was the name of the girl?
Noelle.
All right. Quick
Came back
answer.
fast with that, yeah.
Yeah. What room are you in?
We were in a car, actually.
Oh,
Mustang.
car?
Mustang.
Yeah, whose car?
It was our friends.
I see. They let you use their parked car?
They didn't know we were using their parked car.
Right, but you didn't drive the car.
No.
How old was the girl?
The girl is... the girl, Noelle?
Yeah.
She's 14.
I see. And you had unprotected sex.
Right.
Why did you have unprotected sex?
We drank first.
Oh, I see. Well,
that's
fine.
That follows.
As long as you're boozing pretty good. And
Hey, what?
I can't believe it's coming out of that voice box.
If he'd been sexually abused at a young age, then
no, he didn't.
If he had been, then this would be no big deal to him. You know what I mean?
Dylan?
Yes?
Did you get sexually abused?
Not really. I kind of fooled around with a girl when I was like 5, but I barely remember it.
See.
All right. Well, that's nothing. How old was she?
She was same age.
All right.
Was it? Did you have intercourse with her?
No.
What'd you do?
We just kind of looked at each other and...
Well, that's normal.
Yeah.
Just 69. Yeah.
But,
Dylan?
Yeah?
All right. So, are you scared you got her pregnant? Oh, what comes out of your penis at this age? Pez? Or is it semen? What?
It was...
Good planning.
I did.
Was that actually fluid came out?
Yeah.
I see. So maybe you got her pregnant, right?
That was what I was afraid of. But then we tried to get the morning after pill.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let her because she didn't have an appointment.
She's too young, too, huh?
No, she isn't. Is she?
Well, she's 14. That's right. Okay, yeah.
I think so. I thought she was 13.
No, 14.
Oh, okay. So older woman.
Does she know where she was in her cycle? Could she get pregnant?
Doesn't matter.
Well, that's the thing. Then yesterday she had her period. And,
okay.
That's reassuring. When did this happen? The
It
intercourse?
happened
A
Thursday.
week ago.
Thursday.
So are you guys boyfriend and girlfriend?
I think so.
The problem is that bleeding, even a week or two out, can be an ectopic pregnancy. So you got to be careful if she gets any abdominal pain or if the bleeding seems abnormal. And it's too late to take the morning after pill now. So
Yeah, they wouldn't let us because she didn't have an appointment.
Well,
And we tried, but they're not open until Monday.
Yeah, we have a great plan as a nation. Let's keep those gun shows nice and legal. Meanwhile, let's make it hard as hell for teens who have unprotected sex to get hold of the morning after pill. It's just a great look down the road. You know what I mean? It's great planning for our nation's future. And we got to get to Canada.
If we could get a pill for the last call, pill to simulate what the last caller had, a lot of women that would
the creaming pill,
the constant motion.
Well, all right. So she should go to the gynecologist.
Yeah, she needs to be followed now that she's sexually active. If she has any pelvic pain or any heavy bleeding, take her immediately.
All right. Where are we going to? Stephanie here. Stephanie.
Hi, Adam and Dr. Drew?
Yeah. Hey, and Catherine and David Allen, too.
Hi.
Three sisters.
Dr. Drew, I saw you last night at my campus, and you were great for Politically Incorrect.
Oh, thanks.
And it was fabulous. Actually, it's not so much a question I have. I'm glad that I followed this call. Actually, I just started an organization. It's called emergencybirthcontrol.org, and it's just to raise awareness about the morning after pill. And I've been listening to Loveline for so long, and it's still amazing how little people know about it and what misinformation is out there. And
God bless you. We are ready to back you up. I mean, this is
right. As long as it doesn't mean leaving the house.
So it's
emergencybirthcontrol.org.
That's the website.
That's the website.
Okay.
And as of yet, we are not incorporated, but we are working on becoming incorporated as a nonprofit. But so far, basically, our goals are just spreading awareness in university centers, especially because I'm a student at UCLA in my last year, and I've even kind of contacted pharmacies around here, and pharmacists are completely unaware of it.
Listen, I am, we got your back. You know what I mean? We are on board with this.
Yeah, I'd like to see your front too, as long as we're covering you. I was just watching the news tonight, and they were talking about these gay bars in West LA having to have mandatory pamphlets on safe sex and fish bowls filled with condoms and all this kind of stuff. It seems, and I was thinking to myself, and I thought, listen, these homos don't need to know another thing about AIDS. They have had an ass full of AIDS, pardon the pun. That's going to be the name of my band, Ass Full of AIDS. But the point...
God help me.
Give me a good...
God help me now.
Like, these guys are
How
hard.
much longer are we in here?
These guys are hardcore. But the point is we don't need to deal... Let's leave the homos alone. They know all about AIDS. They know all about condoms. They know about the risk and everything. What about the morning after pill? Why don't we focus? Where's the direction for this?
Yeah.
Right.
We're busting our ass to get condoms at gay bars, for Christ's sake.
Right.
Yeah, college campuses are great, but the last two callers were 15 and 14.
Right. And ultimately, I also work for a very prominent rape treatment center, and we do education regarding sexual assaults and sexual harassment and everything like that. And we actually have programs that go into middle schools.
There you go.
And if we could incorporate, something like the morning after pill in those kind of educational programs, it would just be such a service. And the only this is kind of a shameless plug, I'm sorry, but if you could announce it on Loveline, the website.
But you're talking on Loveline right now.
I don't think it's actually getting through in Los Angeles.
No, I think it's broadcasting again, isn't it? They're back on the air now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't have a radio.
Yeah, no, they're back on the air. The lightning hit the transmitter at K-Rock in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's bad karma from all the DJs doing drugs for all those years.
Right.
That's God's wrath.
Yeah, and Dr.
Oh, yes.
Also, if you would be able to look at the site and give us any kind of...
You know what? I did look at it just before I came on the air, and I would add one thing. It's a great site, and the only thing I would add is you bring up a little bit about the phase in the issues of when conception occurs and that kind of thing.
Right.
And you point out that other products cause similar kinds of disruption, like the copper T and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
But don't forget Celebrex, Vioxx, the normal birth control pill, they all have potential of interfering the same elements of the cycle leading to conception and implantation.
Hold on a second, Drew. You looked at the site before you came on the air?
Ann had it up. Ann Anderson had it up. I just looked at it real quick.
Because you saw the call was on hold?
She said there's a call here about this. Look at the site. These look good. And I looked at it and looked good.
True. That's legwork, buddy.
I don't think he gets to have dinner with Martha Stewart and Donald Trump.
Yeah,
how bizarre is that?
Yeah. Hold on. Tell us about having dinner with Donald Trump and Martha Stewart and why.
I judged that Miss USA contest on Friday.
Right.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
with Shatner?
With Shatner.
Oh, with the Shat?
Barrel of laugh, Bill.
How do you know about that, Catherine?
I just know about the Shat from Third Rock. Yeah, because he came on as a big giant hat.
But how do you did you watch? Was it on the air?
Yeah,
already.
It was live broadcast on Friday.
I just pick up on all the Shat vibes when he's around.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a Shat fan.
Was that the one that said this is not
Shat.
your it's not your grandmother's pageant or something like that? It's not you. Right?
So how'd you do, Drew? Did you have sex with any contestants?
No, I did not. And,
not this time.
No, not this time. And they keep the judges away, and we all go out for dinner. And it's Donald Trump owns the operation, so he sits here. Martha Stewart's here. And
what kind of vibe did you get from these people?
Martha Stewart is delightful. She's exactly she's Martha Stewart playing Martha Stewart.
Yeah, but
you understand?
She seems like a pain in the ass on TV.
No, but she's no more of a pain in the ass than you would expect as a male. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's high praise, Drew.
No, I mean I know how you would react to her. I thought she was absolutely delightful.
And what about Trump?
He was very nice. He was aware of our program. Didn't figure out who I was at first. Then when he figured out, he was talking a lot about it.
Sure.
He listens all the time, apparently.
He's got to keep in touch with the young people.
Yeah, and they were all, exceptionally nice people.
All right. Was it surreal?
Completely surreal. Yeah, bizarre.
Yeah. And you being high as a kite probably didn't help either, right?
The E was just kicking in, and I'd had a couple bongs before I went out there.
Donald's face was melting.
Martha was sniffing all that craft glue. Anyway,
no, they were smart. They flew their planes in, And
they all got their own planes. Sure.
It was really very interesting.
No way in hell
Karen
fly
Duffy
my own
and Ananda
plane.
Lewis was there.
Well, they didn't fly their own planes, and they chartered their own jets.
Have you ever been inside one of those really, really little planes?
I was in
like
one.
being inside a bird. I can't stand it.
In one less than a week ago, and yes, I can't stand it either. There's somehow the idea of the bigger the plane, the less it's going to crash or something, and I think it does make sense.
I want to get in the biggest plane I can.
Eric?
Hello?
Hey, Eric?
Yeah?
Can you turn the radio down or the music down, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Eric is 14. He wants to know about the long-term effects of drawing on your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you drawing?
Flames, stuff like that.
Flames?
You mean just with a ballpoint pen or something?
Yeah, like a permanent marker.
Uh-huh. Why are you doing that?
No, it looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Chicks love that. There's some guy. Who's that? Your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about what Dad's going to be like if he's drawing flames on his arms.
Does your dad mind that you're drawing on yourself?
Not really.
No. Once in a while, when one of my buddies would pass out because he was loaded, we'd draw a big penis on his back, with an indelible, marks a lot kind of thing. He didn't seem to like that. Took a while to come out and stuff, but we didn't think about doing flames.
Yeah, he just
on his arm.
Something embarrassing.
Yeah, what about it? Does that get in your bloodstream at all? Do you absorb that?
Not that I'm aware of. I can't understand why you would. I've never heard of anything like that. There's a certain amount of, I guess, hydrocarbon in that, but...
Do you want a tattoo, Eric?
Not really.
Okay. All right, well, good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you draw some eyebrows on like my grandma does? That should be your next move. You ever see those women who get the tattoo, permanent stuff like lipstick?
I had a woman that worked for me one time. She had the brows, the eyeliner, and the lip liner.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It always ends up looking like a clown painting, right?
I don't quite get it.
What if you did flames for eyebrows? That would be cool.
That's what you should do.
The way to go.
Flames on the forehead.
I think it's little sort of permanent, marcation of one's body is a good plan. Like just sort of don't mark yourself up too permanently.
Yeah, I think the Jews
got that. What if you change your mind?
That's right. It's against many religions.
Is it?
David?
Makes good sense.
Oh yeah.
I bet that's one thing God actually said.
Yeah, he may have said that. Yeah, he may have actually said that.
He said, "Don't draw on your arm."
Dave?
Oh,
Dave, you're 22. What's that?
Hey, my name's actually Stan.
Mm-hmm.
I just made up that. Adam, I'm your biggest fan.
Great, Stan.
I was calling because...
Hey, Stan, let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Why go by Dave if your name is Stan?
There's nothing wrong with the name.
No, but
Dave.
if you started with the false name, why announce first thing when you get on the radio that you've been lying?
And don't go with Dave. Go with like Alejandro.
Right.
Think of something cool.
Okay, well I'll tell you the truth.
My name could just be Dave.
My name's really Dave, but I was just going to... I'm a big fan of Adam.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Dr. Drew, I respect you a lot. You have...
Dave, you have a question or something?
Yeah.
What's up?
It's about a DNA test.
Yep.
I've tried calling different places, and I can't find any place that has them to find out the results for if you're HIV positive.
Why don't you do an antibody test?
You want to get the fast test?
Yeah, because, it happened like about a month ago. I had unprotected sex.
Yeah, the DNA test is not going to be super accurate in screening out the possibility of you having been exposed, okay?
Yeah.
If it's positive, it's very accurate, but if it's negative, you still need an antibody test anyway.
Hey, how does that math work?
It's basically that if you have been exposed, there's going to be an antibody response.
Right.
But it's less predictable when the DNA production is going to kick in, how much virus can be produced. That may be delayed, maybe, at 6 months, everyone will have had an antibody response.
You know what's going through my mind right now?
These Charlie Brown's teacher?
The theme from Superfly.
Yeah, okay.
I'm lost now.
Wah, 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 wah.
Hey, Dave?
Yeah.
Who were you having sex with, a high-risk person?
No, it was just a girl I met at a club.
All right. Well, yeah, you're probably fine.
You're probably fine. Go ahead and you should get a test anyway to be responsible. Get other screening done.
And where can he do that? He can do that where?
Any healthcare provider can do that for you. And there are alternative test sites that can do it very anonymously. But you want to be sure you get the counseling done before and after the test is done, and then again at 6 months. And don't look around for people always want to get around the system, right? There's a reason that the screening tests are the screening tests we have. Use that. If you start screwing around with the system and doing things that are not considered standard of care, you're not getting quality care. You're messing with a system that's a certain way for a reason.
All right. We will take ourselves a little break. Catherine, David, and Alan are both here from Three Sisters, NBC, Tuesday nights, 9:30. When we come back, we'll speak to Andrea. 26, was with a friend and her husband. Oh, a little threesome after this. Catherine, David, and Alan are both here from Three Sisters. We're going to speak to Andrea, although I bet she's going to tell me to pronounce her name differently. Andrea?
Hi. No, that's all right.
All right.
Not Andrea.
Hey, you're 26?
Yeah.
Now, what's up with you?
Well, I just found out a while ago that my best friend's husband has hepatitis C.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to make sure if I'm all right with, being intimate with both of them.
You're going to be intimate with both of them?
No, I have been for about a year.
You should be... what is going on? You should be tested for hepatitis C for sure.
Yeah?
For sure. It's not an easy thing to get that way, but it does happen. I'm totally convinced of it.
Hepatitis C, you mean passed sexually?
Certainly through anal sex it can be, and probably through vaginal test.
Yeah, I'd say that's in... Is that in your range, Andrea?
Yeah, so anal's more.
Oh.
Anal threesome?
There's another good band name.
Anal threesome and an ass full of AIDS. Who would open for who? I think anal threesome.
No pun intended,
The backup is the
all sort of open for each other, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Well, his wife said that there wasn't any problem because she's talked to his doctors and...
That is BS. It is one of the diseases. It's transmitted exactly like HIV.
Okay.
And there's been debate about whether it can be sexually transmitted, but I promise you it can.
Oh, wait a minute.
And certainly through anal sex.
And
by the way, in his wildest imagination, her doctor didn't think that he was having threesomes with neighbors and having anal sex with them. So,
well,
were you having anal sex with him?
Yeah, both. All, whatever. But
where was she?
Where's my wallet?
She was involved.
She was involved?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, this guy says he's got quite a wish list here.
Well, I work with him, and
if you guys college, that's different. I've cornholed engineer Anderson and yeah, sure, Drew. Of course. I didn't know you guys worked there. Why don't you say something? It's a totally different scenario. Sure.
She gets tested all the time, and
tested for what?
Huh?
Tested for what?
Hepatitis.
I see.
If she has no risk, why does she get tested all the time?
She just likes to make sure, but...
Well, because she may well get trans... Why are we not using condoms with this guy?
Well, he's fixed, and...
Right, but he has hepatitis.
Was he an IV drug user? Yes.
No, he got it from blood transfusion.
Why did he get blood transfusions?
Leukemia. 12 years ago.
Well, maybe he's on borrowed time and he's living like there's no tomorrow. It's like,
last wish.
Honey, if you make it through the surgery, I'll give you anything. All right, how about anal with your best friend and a nice threesome? What do you do for a living? Just because it'll be funny.
I work in a lab.
You work in a lab?
Yeah.
You don't happen to do hepatitis C tests at that lab, do you?
No, but they do them right next to where I'm at.
Here's the question that always makes my scrotum hurt. Do they have any kids?
Yeah.
No! Oh.
2 boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
And I have a daughter.
Oh,
Great. You guys are wonderful, wonderful role models. Wonderful. And you know what I love? I love it when they go, no, we don't let them in the room. They don't know what's going on.
Right.
They don't know what's going on. They're just raised by 2 nut jobs. They're well aware of the being raised by 2 nut job part. That leaves the bedroom as soon as they zip their pants up. Hey, can you I'm sorry, go ahead, Catherine.
Yeah, one of my son's friends walked into one of those scenes.
With his parents and somebody else?
No, it was a girl that he went to school with, was spending the night with another girl, and her parents had company.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, they walked in on
swinging
that.
Hollywood crowd you run with.
Yeah, we changed schools. We ran from that. We're Puritans.
Hey, Andrea?
Yeah.
All right, so get tested, and why don't you knock this off on behalf of your child? Yeah?
Listen, here's what I bet. You're into this guy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're totally into this. You're white.
Is she married? Did we establish that?
Yeah. Where's
No,
your
I'm
guy?
not.
Yeah, well,
No.
I'm divorced.
Yeah, you want your best friend's husband.
Well, I was more into her at first, but now she's not really into me.
Don't you want to bet on Andrea?
Yeah, all right.
What?
All right, hold on. We got to gamble on you. I know it's been a while, but let's get the money out, everyone. Has everyone got $1? You don't have any money there, Drew?
What are we betting on?
We're gambling on her past. It's going to be tough, though, because she's
What
going
are
to
you
be
gonna say?
pretty tough nut to crack. Well, that's why we're gambling.
What are we gambling?
What her
Just get the dollar
what
out.
sorts of trauma has she survived in her
Spotting
childhood?
her.
What was her?
And by the way, what if she takes off with the husband? What is the ex-wife going to do? You cheating son of a bitch! I knew it! I knew it. I knew it from the first time you cornholed her, and I was there handing you a beer. I knew there was something going on between
Something more.
you two. You know, a woman feels it. A woman has a sixth sense where she has an intuition.
See, I tend to think that kind of behavior is more deviant than maybe stemming back to sexual
Let's
abuse.
just get the money out.
We'll
I'll put my watch in.
We'll
Get the
magically
money
know
out.
what's
All
up.
right, David has put his watch in.
All right.
What you're betting
I don't
your
have my
watch?
watch.
Yeah,
I don't know my
he doesn't
wallet.
have
Oh,
his
it's
dollar.
a prop watch.
He's just spotting it with a watch.
What am I betting?
You get
I don't
the
even know what
dollar?
I'm betting on.
Oh, fine.
Swatch
Good.
or
All
something.
right.
$5. I'm fancy. I'm on a TV show. I'm betting $5.
It'll
All
cover
right.
the $8.
All right, here's what we do. We gamble on Andrea's past. What got her to this position today, that she thought that this
Literally?
lifestyle would be okay? Yeah.
I'll go last.
You'll go last?
Oh,
Why don't you
you're
go,
the pro
go,
at it.
Go
Show us
first.
how it's done, Drew.
Go
'cause
first to set an example. Go
No,
ahead.
You go first, because I'll refine it based on
Okay, I would say, it just, it's got to be some kind of wholesale sexual abuse. Dad, physical? Dad was maybe physical abuse. Physical abuse from Dad.
Okay. Anything follow up to that?
Right. Okay.
No, I'm just going physical abuse.
Okay.
All right.
Next.
I'm going to get that out of her. Go ahead.
You go first. I'm I'm playing the
say,
psychologist.
Alcoholism's a good angle.
Yeah, I was going to say alcoholic mom who was unfaithful to the husband.
Oh, that's good.
nice.
Go on.
Good angle.
Mom was unfaithful to the husband.
And alcoholism for the mom.
Yeah, right.
Catherine?
Some kind of betrayal. Some kind of betrayal of one parent. Probably abuse is a good one.
What kind
of abuse?
Good.
God, I guess I'd have to say, well, I'd say probably sexual abuse by a parent.
Parent, okay.
I'd say sexual abuse by a parent. Yet there's a deviousness to that.
Well,
There's something.
That's where sexual compulsion deviancy comes from.
Drew, go ahead. You're going sex by neighbor?
I'm going addict, definite addict dad. I'm going strong addict dad thing, like even a heroin addict dad maybe. But sexually abused by a peer female around age 10.
Oh yes, because she was into the wife at the beginning.
That's why I went mom. I thought.
Yeah, she was into the.
And she'll say, by the way, it wasn't sexual abuse. We were just messing around.
I know, but that was good. She was into the wife. Good call. Andrea?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the past real fast here.
Okay.
All right.
Well, my dad's an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was adopted, so was my biological dad. My mom's schizophrenic. She wasn't available to raise me, so. And sexual abuse by my dad.
Oh, we all did everything.
Biological.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And physical.
Physical.
Everybody
right, well.
got the pulled around the horn here.
Yeah, and then religious abuse by my adoptive family and emotional and
Now, what is that? They hit you with rosary beads, or what's religious abuse?
Well, you're going to burn in hell, Bible thumping all the time.
Adam, you saw Carrie.
Yeah.
How old were you when you started carrying on with girls?
I've liked girls for a long time, but I've tried to ignore it because I know it was bad. So.
When did you first start having a little experimentation with women?
I was probably in 5th grade.
Ooh.
10.
Drew's going for the gold here. Yeah, with a peer?
Yeah.
All right. So that was your first contact with a woman.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember.
5th grade. All right. So, hey, baby.
Yeah.
Can you get your tubes tied, by the way?
No, I only have one.
I know, that's plenty.
I would like to have more.
I know you would, but it wouldn't be good for society.
Or for the kids, more importantly.
Yeah, we're worried about the kids.
I'm worried about your daughter.
All right, can you?
Unless you get involved in some very, regular ongoing treatment for.
I've been.
Okay.
Keep it up, would you?
I see a psychiatrist.
All right,
Good.
keep it going.
Great.
Stay with it, and just no more with this couple. All right. No more acting out. Just start being there for your child and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, baby.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
See if you can do for your daughter what nobody did for you.
Yeah.
That's the plan. All right?
All right.
Take care of yourself. Bye. All right. Well,
That's
we'll
why
give the money. We'll give the money.
My watch back.
We'll give the money to Drew.
No,
Sorry.
no,
You can have a piece of my watch, Drew.
Get some money back. Look,
we all had a little something in there. We had the
I hit the absolute zinger with the 10-year-old.
mother, but you take that one.
Yeah, no, Drew got it.
Catherine had the abuse.
It's a very strange thing for a woman to do that to another woman. There's like it has to be some kind of major deep-seated betrayal by one parent.
Yeah.
Well, she was adopted from an addict dad to an addict dad, was sexually abused by them, religiously abused, and started acting out
physically abused.
Physically abused, then acting out on our peers at age 10.
All right. Let's
what is it about age 10?
You know what? It's strange. I just get a feeling about where their development really got into trouble. The arousal mechanisms got diverted. What normal sexual development gets sort of off track, and it's just from listening to so many years of these people, I just get a real clear sense.
Lucky guy. Steve?
I'm going to talk to Drew after the show, figure out what's wrong with me.
Steve? Oh, he can tell you during the show. Steve, you're 18. All right, Steve's like put us on hold or something. All right, let's all...
We shot our wad. Let's wipe our brow and...
Wipe what? Our belly?
Wipe down.
Wipe our wad.
All right, we'll collectively wipe our wad off now that's been shot. We'll take a break.
Come on, it's like we're, good for you, as if like we have any idea what that's like. I can tell you that quitting smoking was, I just wanted to kill myself every day. Can you imagine what getting over that must be like?
That's what empathy is about. I think all of us in the room probably know somebody in some program or with some addicted to something or has been or working on not being. And
I run a program, and it is incredibly painful process for people.
Monica?
Yeah.
You're 16. What's up?
I was listening I think it was last week, and a girl had called up and she had oral sex but had not orgasmed. And you had asked her if she had sex, and she said no, and so you said that was very common. I have had both intercourse and regular oral sex, and I have not orgasmed at either. And I was wondering if that was if it was a little abnormal.
How about when you masturbate?
Huh?
How about when you masturbate?
When I masturbate, I do have orgasms.
All right.
Yes.
So you're actually ahead of your peers, because most 16-year-olds can't have it no matter what. They can't quite figure it out. Most, not all.
Really?
Yeah, about around 18, they sort of start getting it figured out.
Well, I think the guys start figuring it out too.
How to help them? Yeah.
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 I mean, they don't drive the vagina very well.
Let's
they just got their learner's permit.
There is no break-in or training period for the male.
Okay.
With the orgasm?
Yeah, the male hits the ground running, pow. The women, it takes a while for it to sort of figure itself out.
Right.
Okay,
all right.
You're fine.
You're all right.
You're a little ahead of the curve, maybe.
It works. It's hooked up, right?
I hope so, yeah.
Well, you're having the orgasm, right?
Yes.
And when you masturbate, is that a water-related sport?
No, not really.
I see. Okay, not
a
really.
little shot in the dark there. Right?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. No, see, sometimes women say, well, I can have an orgasm when I masturbate. And I think, all right, well, if you can have one from sort of diddling yourself, you can have a guy work it out for you, too. And then they tell you they lie under the log jammer at Magic Mountain and have a flume go up them. And I go, all right, well, now a guy can't do that.
Well, with the right equipment, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if a guy drove one of those tanker trucks or something. But when I'm
got enough batteries, I mean,
I'm saying realistically, ladies, it's great when you have the orgasm in the tub and everything. But if that's the way you get used to it, don't unless you're dating Aquaman, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean?
For a disclaimer
size of a waterfall.
Yeah. All right. Let's. By the way, communicating with fish was never I never thought of that. Even at 8 and 9, I thought that's no good superhero trait. You know what I mean?
Aquaman.
Superman.
What was he going to do with it?
Spider-Man. Yeah, I can talk to a school of a yellowfin tuna. Oh, that's great. Next.
But the whales and the dolphins.
Yeah, that'll save.
Of course, those are the only non-fish that he communicates with.
That'll save the planet. Yeah. You get that starfish to do something.
I always want to be Plastic Man.
All right, we will take ourselves a little break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Brian. He wants to, he wants to ask Catherine about her husband, who's none other than French Stewart, after this.
Grouchiest person in the world in the morning. I appreciate being married to him. He's pretty funny.
He's like one of the nicest people in show business.
He is
sure is.
It's awful being married to him. He is actually unbelievably, sickeningly nice and friendly, and everybody likes him better than me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, sure. He's French Stewart, yeah.
But I've got a better ass.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I wanted to say that I really, really, really like the show. I seriously can't say enough about it. I watched Frasier and it just kind of snuck up on me, and I think it's really crisp. I like it a lot.
Great.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Also, for David and Catherine jointly, are your buttholes as big as Mason's?
Brian.
I don't really want to hear the end of that.
I know. I'd want to know.
Wait, Brian, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like you hanging in with us for that one.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that was courageous.
As big as what?
And we'll tell you. Explain it in a minute.
Oh, okay.
No. Here's the thing. I just.
No. All right. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go, right?
Really?
All right. Yeah. I mean, come on.
I know.
All right. But thanks. All right. Good times.
Good job.
We had a guy some years ago, 4 years ago.
I don't know.
That would tell us these elaborate stories, and at the end, he would describe this girl that was involved in these awful traumas as the most distinguishing part of her, that her butthole, when you say her, the anus was the size of a mason jar.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was the punchline.
Oh, great.
And he'd drag us into these long stories. We'd be, great. And then, pow, we'd get that. And finally, I got so I could hear I could recognize
You'd know his
voice
when he called, right?
Second he'd open his mouth. Now, other listeners
People have picked up. They're carrying the torch.
Carrying the torch, yes.
Yeah.
Well, David's this, though. It's funny that he would ask that.
I still think he enjoyed the show, though.
Yeah, I was just glad that he's watching the damn show. We'll take the ratings.
Yeah, he said it was crisp.
We'll take anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Crisp, that's right. He said crisp.
Yeah, crisp writing. D?
Hi.
Hey, you're 23.
Yeah. Hey, Drew. Hey, Adam, Catherine, and David.
Hey.
Hello.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's about my girlfriend, actually.
Uh-huh.
She's extremely tight.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
No, not good because it hurts her.
So it's pain when you try to penetrate.
Yeah.
Have you ever been able to penetrate?
It hurts at first.
The answer to that is
afterwards, it kind of
loosens up a little bit.
Yeah, but as soon as she orgasms, it's tighten up again.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
How old is she?
21.
Uh-huh.
Is she okay?
Yeah, normally.
She doesn't have no emotional problems. She doesn't feel bad about having sex.
No, not at all.
But she has the orgasm via intercourse, right?
Intercourse or orally, yeah, not a problem.
Okay, so she's functioning extra normally.
How long does it take her to have an orgasm through intercourse?
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
There you go.
All right.
It hurts. It's actually the lower part of the opening is where it hurts a lot.
And that's just at the beginning. It doesn't come back again later in the action.
Actually, it comes back if we try doing it again after she orgasms.
Okay. And nothing, no irritation there or anything, no. Sometimes they can get a little sort of cracking and splitting.
Oh. Like a vinyl top?
At all.
Is there a anatomic problem here, or you guys don't fit right? You know what I'm saying?
You a big guy, D?
I don't like bragging, but I'm about a little above average.
Okay, so it's not like that's a big issue.
No.
Okay. There is spasm of the muscles of the pelvic floor that can occur from anxiety, and sometimes that is something called vaginismus. But vaginismus can also be a sort of a spinal reflex that has to be deconditioned.
Yeah.
And she may really have that because it doesn't sound like she's uptight about things. It just she has this automatic response that she gets.
Are you using condoms?
No.
No.
Using lubricants?
Most of the time, yeah, we have to.
Sorry, how come you're not using condoms?
Because we're going to be engaged and we kind of only been with each other.
All right. But what about her getting pregnant?
Yeah,
she's been on the pill, so.
She had a pelvic exam recently?
Actually, I think she just went for her pap smear thing.
Everything's okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
everything's working normally.
So this is going to be one of those things you guys are going to have to work with.
Another thing is, like, she doesn't get wet.
All right, so that could be
It's not on the outside.
Yeah, that could be a bigger issue.
Who does get wet on the outside?
Well,
They do?
Well, I mean, it has
sweat, right?
But
No,
it has
it's like bone dry.
Yeah, all right.
That's why we've been using, like, KY liquid.
She's cranked down. Can't get on the outside.
All right. I don't know. I was thinking about every guy's got to be a goddamn gynecologist these days, you know? I mean, we really
Amateur, yes.
And we all have to dabble.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just
as they say, Adam, we've all got our fingers in the pie.
There's just a time, and I don't know, maybe it's a better time. I think it was better. Where, that was the
mystery.
There's a mystery woman's business between her and her doctor. I don't know. I'm old-fashioned that way. I just like that.
I think
faked orgasm.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Automatic vaginismus. By the way, automatic vaginismus. That's the next band name.
Yeah. So we have.
So what do we have now?
I ate that for dinner last night.
Full of AIDS.
Ass full of AIDS.
What was the other one?
Trianal rape. What was the other one?
Anal threesome or something
like that.
Anal threesome, or well, I can't figure out the other bands.
But I think guys are fundamentally freaked out by that part of women's anatomy. I think that's like a primitive response that men have to that. It freaks them out.
Yeah. Well, we worship it, but it's like the volcano god. We worship it, but we're frightened of it, too.
That's exactly.
Ongawa. It's like, it's good. It's erupting. Run! It's taking the village.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's all tied in, isn't it?
Hot lava.
There's like all kinds of ego and everything else tied in there.
No.
You know?
It's, I think, something very primitive. I think guys it's like spooky.
No, but I mean, like, I think if guys can get women to different places sexually, I think that means a lot to them.
That does mean a lot to them,
there's something to be gained from mastering it.
But that's on a much more sort of mature level. Believe it or not, on a primitive level, they're scared of it. They literally fear they're going to get sucked back in. That it's something mysterious.
Really?
Oh yes,
something in the id.
We also
goes way back.
Yeah. We also don't have one. I mean,
it's like very scary, very primitive kinds of reactions they have to it. And I think that's where men fundamentally try to control female sexuality because the whole thing is sort of scary and out of control to them.
Yeah, good times.
Good times.
Katie?
You're a spaz with that saying.
You're 16. What's up? That's my way I smoothly transition into the call.
Segue. I dig it.
Good times. So, of course, I'm going to say that now all month.
Katie?
Yeah. Adam, I love you. And
thank you.
The man show rocks, and you're so hot and all that stuff.
Yeah, Katie.
And Drew, you're like a genius.
All right, Katie, what's up?
Yeah, okay, so I got my nipples pierced in like November, and they were fine like for a really long time, but now just recently, like one.
They have a cold weather discount over at the piercing place. They don't have to coax the nipple out.
It's a 2-for-1 special.
But like
how is that? How is that? Is it pleasurable?
Oh God, yes.
Really?
Yeah, they're so extra sensitive. Like I can rub into something and it's just like ooh. But recently, like one is it like starting like 2 days ago. It was like bleeding and like pussing.
Lovely.
And it hurts a lot. And
take it out.
What?
You got to get it out.
I see. The thing is, like I can't really take it out myself because it's like a hoop with like a ball in it.
Then
and
you
got to
like go back to the piercing place and get it done.
I didn't get it done at the piercing place because I'm only 16. So,
who did it?
Oh, what?
Who did it?
Some drifter.
Friend?
No, it's this guy, but he's kind of scary, and I don't want to go back to him again.
Katie, you can get a very serious infection from this. Very serious. You may need antibiotics. Maybe you ought to go see your doctor.
And, who knows what else?
Well, just listen. You can get the flesh-eating bacteria. You can get all kinds of good stuff this way.
You just let some weirdo dude do this?
Yeah. Well, I kind of knew him, but
yes. The answer is yes.
Some guy,
scary weirdo.
Some guy in a white van parked out front.
Well, it's mostly primers, to be fair. Katie?
Yeah.
And what about, your 16-year-old girl is just pulling up your top and having this strange guy work on your breasts? That wasn't weird?
No, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, but worth the pain, huh?
Yeah, it hurt a lot, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now it's infected. Now it
Yeah.
needs to come out. You need to do hot compresses on it starting tonight. And you probably are going to need some antibiotics. And know that it can go from that to something very serious rather quickly.
What else is going on there, Katie, in your life?
What do you mean?
It doesn't sound like it's going that great.
Huh?
It doesn't sound like it's going very well.
I don't know. I have a horrible relationship with my father and
Shocking.
stuff like that.
Shocking.
Is he an alcoholic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing a little acting out?
Yeah.
How about Alateen, maybe? Alateen might
Alateen?
do more for you than anything else.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Can you check out Alateen?
Huh?
Check out Alateen.
Okay.
Slow down a little, baby. Stop acting out so much, right?
Okay.
You don't want to ruin your permanent record, right?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, listen, everybody. You got a permanent record. You really do. I mean, you don't want to get hepatitis. You don't want to get AIDS. You don't want to get pregnant. Women, you don't want to have 150 guys you slept with before you get to your husband. You don't. You just slow it down a little bit. None of it goes away. You know what I mean?
Lock yourself in your house like Adam does.
Yeah. Wait for the Grim Reaper.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I did. You know, I got out of bed at 3:30 today.
Oh my gosh.
In the afternoon, I didn't move. Yeah.
Sounds wonderful.
I watched about 17 hours of TV today. Absolutely. Masturbated twice.
Oh,
it's a big day.
Good times.
No, I didn't leave. Didn't
Good
leave.
times.
Did not leave. You understand? That's how I like it.
I understand.
I suggest you all do
Now,
the
but
same.
wait, one quick question though: is it okay if the guys go and sleep with 150 girls before they get to their wife?
No.
No, yeah, that's all right. That's okay.
No.
It's a little
You know what?
different.
I have to say, I've never understood that.
double
Women seem to
standard.
be attracted to guys that have these
Yes.
sort of reputations as being womanizers. I've never understood what was appealing about that. It always seemed kind of
What's
nasty
appealing
to
is
me.
that lots of guys are that way. Therefore, a certain number of women had dads that were that way, and that's what's appealing about it.
Well, you know,
Period.
it's like Warren Beatty was always considered so sexy, partly because he had this reputation for having slept with all these women. But I never.
A healthy woman would look at that and go, ugh.
Yeah, it seemed kind of gross. I don't want something that's been everywhere.
Huh. A healthy woman would say that, but a woman who has...
And if it has been everywhere, I don't want to know about it.
Right.
Right. But
French
furthermore...
did tell us a couple things last time he was in here, but no.
Well...
I'm sure he had his fun.
Call them French. Whatever, they got a rap, they got a sports car, they got whatever they got.
Right.
There's a reason why they have a high tally. I never did figure that one out myself. Steve?
Yeah.
You're 20.
I am.
What's up?
Well, a couple questions, actually. One, after a prolonged sexual encounter with my girlfriend or whatever, it starts to feel like I'm shooting blanks.
What does that mean?
Well, like, it doesn't... here's another thing. After an orgasm or whatever, it doesn't go down.
Oh, it doesn't?
Well,
No.
you're
And I
lucky.
mean, I know Adam's going to say that, oh, all right, but it's not that great of a deal.
Well, how long?
I know.
Well, I'll say it. Good times.
Yeah. What do I care?
How many times? If you ejaculate again, does it?
Yeah. No, I mean, it doesn't go down as long as I'm doing anything.
How many times can you go, are you good for?
6-8 hours.
6-8 hours?
You want any medication?
No, but, no, it's always been that way.
No, but what?
But, what was the but?
No, it's always been that way.
Adam, you want any medication?
No. And no. Okay. And what about that container of liver you've been humping for 8 hours? Is that... No, you really... Is there a woman you can hump for 8 hours?
Yeah.
They don't take shifts?
Well,
it's not more than one woman?
One girlfriend, so...
I see. All right, so he has that prolonged erection that won't go away.
Well, right, but I mean, like, after a couple of orgasms, it starts to feel like I'm shooting blanks.
What do you mean shooting?
Well,
you mean no fluid comes out?
I don't know.
Well, probably no fluid comes out. Yeah.
Nothing in you.
Are you continuing to orgasm yourself?
Yeah.
You have the sensation of it.
So you just don't feel like anything's coming out.
It's not coming out.
Nothing's being produced.
Really. Right.
You don't give your body enough time to produce it.
Yeah, listen, what do you think your sack is hooked up to some sort of large reservoir somewhere?
Hey, we're talking about French here. He's all hooked up.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really? So endless amount of semen in that
he's the
boy?
manliest man ever.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you gotta start doing that hamster dance, Adam. I think that's the secret.
How do you think he gets all that semen?
Is that what does it?
Oh, yeah.
French does the hamster dance and he produces an ungodly amount of semen? That's great.
French,
I'm getting
the decorator.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm getting divorced tomorrow.
Yeah. Wait,
that just means that she speaks the truth.
French,
He's
huh?
embarrassed. Yeah.
Nice.
I thought they might call him Ranch, but
yeah, we're going French. All right. Wow, that'd be nice in the bio. He's always talking about. Read a guy's bio. It's like, well, here's where he went to college, and here's what his folks did.
Here's what his wife says about him.
How about the endless amount of semen that comes out of his pecker? How about that? That ought to be a storyline on Third Rock.
I didn't really say that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he's not. He's a Martian. He's an alien, so,
Oh, I see. That's right, yeah. Kristen?
Yes.
You're 20.
That's right.
What's up?
Oh, goodness. Well, first of all, I'm not a bad person. I'm not promiscuous at all, but I've been in a couple relationships, and I always cheat on my boyfriend. And it doesn't mean sex, but always.
Cheat in such a way as to ruin the relationship?
Well, it always ends up that way. Cause
magical.
I can't lie. And
Oh, yeah, you can't lie when you cheat.
I know.
Yeah, you sabotage the relationship, and then you tell the guy, and then, of course, he freaks out. Now you're out. You've avoided your intimacy successfully. Yeah.
Well, okay, the reason I'm calling, I'm in a relationship now, and see, I really don't know what I expect to hear from you guys, but I really don't want to mess this up, and it just seems like this pattern, I don't know. I mean, it's easy to say, well, yeah.
Do you have, before you started finding these nice guys that you sabotaged the relationships with, were you dating guys who were sort of jerks to you?
I have a tendency to go for the jerks.
Yeah. Now, these guys aren't jerks, though, that you're cheating on, right?
Sorry, what?
The ones you're cheating on aren't the jerks, is that right?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah.
Wait a minute, Drew, you can have, I know what you're going for here, which is the jerks she's attracted to, but then she says no more jerks, so she hooks up with a nice, quote-unquote nice guy, but there's not enough excitement, there's not enough stimulation, there's not enough chaos, so she's going to stir it up and break up with the guy.
And go, and probably cheat with a jerk.
Yes, but if you're into chaos, you'll stir it up with the jerk, too.
That's right,
That's true. So you'll cheat with the jerk as well. So, Kristen, you're freaked out about the whole intimacy thing, right?
I guess.
Where's your dad? Where'd he go?
He is out living his own life. Actually, I know you probably hear this every day, but him not being in my life is a good thing. He's very destructive and
right. We understand that, but you're making a life's career out of finding your dad again.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Your dad? Did your dad cheat on your mom, or is he an alcoholic?
Both, yeah.
There you go.
Raging alcoholic.
All right.
Well, you're hell-bent on finding that guy again, and when you're not with him, you screw it up.
It's a nice little tip of the hat to the alcoholic, abusive dad.
Yeah, thank you, those dads.
Yeah.
Kristen, get some therapy, please.
Homage. Yeah.
Please. You got to go to Al-Anon. That's something you could do. You got a sponsor, work the program. That'll serve a similar function.
Well, yeah, I don't want to tie you guys up too long, but I did go to a therapist.
For how many years?
Oh, well, it lasted about 3 months because she was awful.
All right. Well, find a new one.
3 months is not adequate.
Yeah. And listen, therapists don't do anything anyway. They just sit there and say, and how did that make you feel? And you go, I was angry. And how did that make you feel? Well, I want to kill a guy. And then what did you feel? That's all they do.
What's that?
What's that? Where?
What's that feeling?
Right there?
Yeah.
That's anger. All right. That cost me $90. Hey, Kristen?
Yeah.
Listen, they ain't a fender shop. You understand?
Uh-huh.
It's a long, slow, expensive process that's worth it. And it's not really that, I mean, good therapists are better than bad therapists, but anyone will do in a storm, and that's what your life is right now. All right?
Okay.
All right, take
and if
care
they're
of
tough
yourself.
on you, you may need that.
Good times, yeah. Jen?
Hey. Oh, man, I was going to trick you guys. I was going to pretend I was snoring.
All right, well, thanks, Jen. You're 19. You just go screw with us, okay? All right,
that was it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we'll let you go.
Do you have no question?
No, I do have a question.
See you later. No, I don't have a question?
No, I do.
Do.
Oh,
okay.
I thought she said don't.
She was going to snore.
I
was going to snore.
What's up there, Jen?
I thought it was funny.
It went over big. Good times.
I am planning on getting liposuction.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what happens. They take out the fat, but does it grow back there?
No.
It will never.
Do you know what they do?
The cells are gone.
They know what they do. It's basically. And
Drew,
you're done.
Stop making that noise.
Well, there's different ways to do it. One is they can liquefy the cells with ultrasound. They're very then they suck it out.
Why do you?
Well, you're 19.
Why do you want to do this?
Because I want to.
Oh God.
You know this is a surgical procedure, right? I mean,
yeah.
Well, what's
Get any surgery you don't have to get.
What do you got? What do you got? Well, listen, that's easy, Skinny, for you to say. This girl may have a big spare tire around her waist.
No, actually, I'm not fat at all. I'm actually pretty thin. I'm like 5'5", 120 pounds.
Do you have an eating disorder?
No, I don't. It's just that I worked out so much. I'm on a track team, and I go to the gym every single day, and I work out like crazy, and I cannot seem to get rid of what I want to get rid of.
What do you want?
What?
Like, I mean, just like a little, like my inner thighs touch in the middle. I mean, not big time, but just a little bit, and it bugs the crap out of me. When I wear shorts, I have to like keep pulling my shorts down. You know what I mean?
How often do you? So you work out every day?
Yeah, every day.
How many hours a day? You know,
Well, I have track practice for 3 hours, and then I go to the gym for like 2.
Uh-huh.
What are you?
Sounds like an addiction to me.
What do you eat?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I totally eat like so. I eat healthy, but I eat a lot. I never ever starve myself ever, anything like that.
No.
Working out 5 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds to me like that's an addiction to exercise.
You seem kind of obsessed with your body.
Yeah.
I mean, most women are, but a lot of guys are too. But you seem to really be particularly have a lot of energy with it.
The thing with that is that it's never. You're not going to feel okay once you get rid of that fat in the middle of your thighs. It'll be something else. Your nose, or your this, or your that, or the back of your arms, or. You know, at a certain point,
so
I think women have to...
You should get all that done. Is that what you're saying?
Stop it.
I agree with Catherine, by the way.
I think at a certain point, you get happy with yourself.
Right.
You know? You have to get okay with yourself. Don't go mutilating yourself. It sounds, you probably look great if you're exercising 3 hours a day.
Yeah. Hey, Jen?
Yeah.
Give it a little time. Would you? You're 19.
Yeah.
I have another question. Well, it's the same question, but different. How much is, like, if you do... Can you do, like, a lot at one time? Like, or should you take it, like, step by step?
You need to talk to somebody who does a lot of these procedures.
A lot of lipo?
Yeah.
There are some people that do... It's more of a research thing now, where they do large amounts by ultrasonographic liquefaction.
How much lipo would she need if she's 5'5" and 110 pounds or
probably
whatever
none,
the hell
frankly. So.
She is. And have you ever heard of someone who was Skinny's inner thighs rubbing together? It was kind of... There's like parts missing from this story, but anyway. All right, let's do our own form of lipo, which involves urine being substituted for fat.
Let's go.
That's our move. All right, we'll be back. I was getting a more Latin kind of riff.
Yeah, at first I got that too, but then I thought, oh my God, this sounds just like the...
Where are you from, Esther?
Argentina.
Yeah, good call there, Drew.
Yeah, that's my accent, huh?
Yeah, it's becoming. I like it. And you've been with this guy. Where's this guy from?
He's from Texas also.
Yeah, he's not an Argentinian dude. These guys are passionate.
He's American and
That's right. He's a fat, lazy American who doesn't want to have sex.
Yeah.
So you've been with him for 3 years.
3 years.
And you haven't had sex in 8 months.
In 8 months, because of his stress.
His stress.
What is his stress?
Work. He's a workaholic.
What is he doing for work?
He does appraisals.
Does appraisals?
Yeah.
No, something missing.
Something's up. And let me say this.
I would say.
Let me ask this.
Drugs.
Drew's a workaholic, but also a very passionate man behind closed doors. Even sometimes with the door open, he's very passionate. And most guys who are workaholic are sort of lifeaholics.
Right.
They work 70 hours a week and bang a few hookers, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? They can't turn it off.
That's what I do.
Usually, yeah. You put in a 70-hour week, bang a few male prostitutes.
I didn't say male, but yeah.
Oh right, hookers. Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
Well, but my
3 sisters, 9:30.
Well, my thing is that actually he says he doesn't have any energy, but he does have energy to masturbate.
Yeah, Esther, you're missing something here. You're missing something big.
So I just can't get it.
No, you're missing something big about him and your relationship.
Like what?
I don't know. But there's a giant piece of this puzzle missing, and either he's addicted to something, maybe sex, maybe speed, maybe things that make him not function sexually normally.
There's no drugs in his life.
Okay, well, listen, Esther. Okay, here's the deal. Mm-hmm. There's something majorly wrong here, and it really doesn't have that much to do with his career.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
You understand that?
Yeah.
So, if you want to keep this relationship going, and he wants to, you guys are going to have to really discuss this realistically. and maybe get some counseling and do all that stuff. But don't talk about how many hours he's putting
that
in
is
at
not
the
it
office.
at all. No way. No way.
All right.
Because as you find out, he does masturbate, and that's that takes the same amount of energy.
But he does that while he's on the cell phone driving to work. So let's be fair. He'll often masturbate while he's doing appraisals. Sure.
Explains all the tie-ups on the 405.
Yeah, listen, ladies, don't listen to your guy. If he ain't being intimate for long periods of time, something is up.
Either medical or
psychological
or drug and alcohol.
Or he's just pulling out of the relationship.
Well, that's
he's just closing down.
Yeah, he's just on his way out.
Jordan?
Yes.
You're 17.
Yes.
What's up?
I have 2 questions for you, actually. About 4 years ago, my dad used to be a really bad alcoholic and really abusive towards my mom and my older sister. And ever since then, I've been really afraid of him. I can't even stay at home by myself with him.
Has he stopped
drinking? Is he
drinking?
sober now? You said 4 years ago.
Yeah, he's sober now. He's been sober for 4 years.
Have you talked to him about this?
No. See, I'm scared of him. I can't talk to him about anything. If my mom, I can't stay at the house by myself with him.
Did he do something else to you?
No, and that's weird because 2 years ago I was raped by a peer from school. And I have flashbacks sometimes and I have dreams about it, but when I have these flashbacks or dreams, I see my dad.
Well, that's fascinating actually, because your dad is sort of what sets you up as a victim. And I bet you didn't even report these rapes or didn't do anything about them.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because that's the victim role you're used to playing from your dad. And that doesn't mean your dad sexually abused you, but he set you up as a victim, and these idiot victimizers picked up on that and took advantage of it.
Okay.
What did he do to your mom and your sister?
Oh, he would beat them. He would emotionally abuse them, tell them that they were little sluts, and he would I don't know, he just abused us all in some way, shape and form that he could. So.
All right. And what got him sober?
He almost killed my mom one time, and my mom had threatened to leave him, and so they went to counseling classes together, and they both got sober together.
Oh, she was drinking too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got your hands full. Hey, it's another Al-Anon request tonight here. Yeah. Jordan, you got to get into that Al-Anon.
What is Al-Anon?
It's an organization like AA for people involved with close to the addict or alcoholic. And it's a 12-step program, and it gives you the kinds of relationships and support that they now have to deal with their disease. Same thing for you to help you deal with being involved with someone with this disease. And it really requires some very substantial internal change, dealing in a close, intimate relationship with another person, trusting that person, and digging through a lot of these feelings that you had as a result of being in this relationship with your dad.
See, I don't know if I want to trust him. I don't even...
Jordan?
I don't know.
I understand there's a lot of ambivalence about this, but if you want to do better in your relationships and feel better overall, you've got to do this.
Not necessarily with your dad, but Al-Anon.
No, just Al-Anon.
Yeah. I don't know if your dad deserves it, quite frankly.
Sound like she's got reason to be scared.
Yeah,
and,
I just...
leave that alone.
Why don't you talk to your mom about it? But they both sound like a piece of work. I mean, how about you just work on getting out of the house?
Yeah, I've tried. They won't, I've left, and they have tried everything under their power to get me back.
Well, I mean, when are you going to be 18?
Go to college.
I'll be 18 in April.
All right, so then you can leave the house.
Right.
Can you go to college?
Yeah, I can, but I don't want to leave my little sisters here because they're kind of going through the same thing. And I don't want them to have to go through.
All right, well then have it out with your mom and see what's up with Dad through your mom. I mean, they've been sober for a while. Go to Al-Anon. Everyone go to Al-Anon. Even if your parents were straight arrows, go to Al-Anon. I mean, I hate everyone. I hate all these parents. I really do. You know, it always breaks your heart because you're like, get out of the house, and they're like, oh, well, I got an 8-year-old sister left behind. Listen, you screwball parents. How pathetic is it that your kids are looking after their siblings, trying to protect them from you? From you? Please, would you have some goddamn pride out there? Stop it. Stop screwing with your kids, everybody. And what a legacy.
What's wrong with people? Where's the guilt mechanism? I don't get it.
Oh, they got screwed with, and now they're screwing with.
And we have a society. Listen, we're living in a time when the the predominant attitude of the society is do what you want. Divorce is no big deal.
That's true.
Your kids take care of themselves. They're resilient. It's total BS. Could not be further from the truth.
Right.
That the kinds of belief systems.
But as a mother and as a woman, that's just something instinctual that inside me that tells me that. It doesn't have much to do with mirroring the parenting that I had.
Yeah, but
so I always wonder what's off with people that they don't feel something about what they're doing.
Well, they are off, but you didn't come from like raging abusive alcoholics, or did you?
Or if you did, what will happen is you'll have moments where that stuff gets through, and your child will remember those moments and will have those kinds of calls. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
That even though your parenting 85, 90% of the time is instinctual and appropriate and connected, you may still 10 or 20% of the time still have a breakthrough of the same stuff that was delivered to you by your parents.
What I'm saying is these callers, just the parents that they have. I wonder what's just being a female. There's just that maternal instinct is so strong. You know so strongly when you're off. I don't get it. I don't get where's the malfunction. I have it really strongly. I have a huge guilt mechanism if I don't feel like I'm spending enough time with my son, or if I feel like I'm too angry, or whatever it is.
But you can say that about any. I mean, there's a subpopulation in society that murders, that rapes, that abuses their children, that are pedophiles. They're all missing that part.
But this doesn't seem like this is a small subculture of people that are calling
tens of millions.
No,
tens of millions.
No, it is. But
it's like, when are people going to start talking about child abuse? It feels like that's still such a hidden issue. It's still such a secret issue. It's just such a secret
Every
issue.
night we talk about this.
Yeah. Do an episode of Three Sisters about it.
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah.
We're doing our thing over here.
It's all kinds of abuse. You see all the different kinds of abuse kids are going through, and it all makes them a victim. And then we go into a world where they're victimized over and over again.
Right.
And our solution is the morning after pill. That's the best solution we can come up with.
Well,
don't have kids that are not wanted, or if you shouldn't be a parent, don't have kids.
If you're going to be a real bad parent, let's not have kids. That's my quick solution. All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. We'll be back. Discussion during the break about abuse and
fun times.
Good times.
Light topics.
Good time? Is that it? Good times?
Yeah.
Is that Anna Gasteyer we're doing?
Good times.
Good times.
All right, John.
Yes. Hi.
You're 16. What's up?
Well, I have a question. Yeah. The tip. I'm not circumcised.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the actual tip has like these little teensy-weensy bumps.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
It's probably the pearly penile papules.
Huh?
Oh, John.
Did you have to go turn your radio up in the middle of the conversation?
I'm sorry, I turned it off.
All right.
It's probably the pearly penile papules.
There's another Band-Aid.
Yeah,
but I've been having it since I've noticed ever since.
John, they're the pearly penile papules, which are normal.
It's normal.
Yeah, probably.
You're okay. You're not sexually active, are you?
Yes, I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is holding still long enough for you to hump them?
No.
I pity the fool that lets John hump him.
No, not that. Well, I don't look 16.
I see.
Are you you've had intercourse?
You are sexually active.
You have had intercourse?
Yes.
I see, John, I see you as one of those sort of behemoth man-child guys with the bad mustache.
Bad mustache. Actually, no, I've never shaved my mustache before.
Right, yeah. I see you with the teenage mustache that never been... That's what I'm picturing, yeah.
No, I have, actually, I get good compliments on that.
All right, John.
Oh, yeah. It's very classic.
Yeah, I'm Mexican, so yeah.
John, did you have these
like
bumps?
Red Butler from Gone with the Wind, I'm sure.
Did you have these bumps before you were sexually active?
Yes,
okay,
I've had them ever since.
All right,
it's the pearly papules.
And John, what are you weighing in at?
Me, what do I weigh?
Yeah.
I just weighed myself today. I weigh 275.
Yeah. See? All right. Remember I said man-child?
Yeah.
Okay.
With that teenage mustache?
Would these go away, or?
Yeah.
Probably not.
All right. Well, whatever. It's good times.
Good times.
Ladies like a little.
My girlfriend, she was kind of like, she
All right, John, I'm just trying to imagine what these are, and I suspect they're the pearly penile papules, but see a dermatologist or actually any doctor will be fine if you have some more concerns about it.
That's ribbed for her pleasure, as they say. Well, I really got a very vivid, very vivid picture of him.
Yeah. Baby Huey.
Yeah, it's a Latino baby Huey.
Yeah.
Baby Hidalgo.
Too vivid of a picture.
Yeah, that mustache. Yeah. Penis. Now I see the penis in there, too. Shauna, 275, right? Shauna?
Yeah?
You're 27. What's up?
Okay. I am a grad student, and I'm currently pursuing my degree for substance abuse counseling.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like, it doesn't seem like that for the last 3 years, every man that I go out with eventually turns out to have some sort of an issue with alcohol or drugs. And I honestly meet these men in professional situations. You know,
but you understand what this is. You're studying it.
Because I really don't think that I realize that these people are having a problem with alcohol.
Well, Shauna, it's not these people may be a decade off from their disease ever activating, but alcoholics have a unique biology and a unique genetic makeup, and because you had a parent or somebody important in your life with that disease, even when the disease isn't active, your right brain, your subconscious, your emotional brain will tune into those qualities, and that gets turned into attraction. Those traumas in childhood become attractions in adulthood.
Really? See, this is what my brother's telling me.
Yes. You're studying the damn disease, Shauna. Why don't you... Wait, you're studying the damn disease. Why aren't you understanding this?
I don't know, because I really honestly feel like I would have no way of knowing that this...
Because it's not an intellectual conscious process. It is the right side of your brain. I would suggest you study attachment theory. A guy named Alan Shore, Schore, over at UCLA.
Okay.
Give you a little insight into where attachment comes from and how those mechanisms work.
There's also a movie you could rent called Jury Duty by Pauly Shore. It's same spelling? Same spelling, Drew?
I think Pauly's S-H.
I got hit on by Pauly Shore last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had dyed his hair white. He was hanging out on Sunset Plaza.
I really just want to know how to stop this.
All right, well, listen. First off, was somebody in your family an alcoholic?
Yeah. I
All right, Shauna.
grew up with a tumultuous...
Yeah, all right. Listen, recovering from the family history of alcoholism is not an intellectual process.
No, I have done years of counseling to deal with this, and my parents are both recovered.
Well, why didn't you...
I've dealt with the issues with them. I've forgiven them for all of their indiscretions.
What kind of therapy did you do?
I did one-on-one counseling in high school, and then in after years high school, I did about 3 years.
Same therapist?
No, after high school, it was different therapists. When I was in high school, I was seeing a school counselor.
Well, for whatever reason, this was not substantial work you did, and the work that has to be done is the work of Al-Anon Recovery. You've got to do your own 12-step program if you really want to stop this pattern. Now, individual therapy can work for this, but for whatever reason, it did not in your case.
Big Al-Anon night.
Yeah, huge.
And, there's the very subtle traits that the alcoholic will give off to the other alcoholic, like the trail of vomit and the lampshade that they wear in their head. I mean, a layman could not pick it up, but a trained eye, like one of our eyes, we get right on it, right?
Nice, very nice.
Jennifer?
Yeah?
What's up?
I've noticed that I am attracted, or I end up liking guys that are older than me, and they end up being authoritative figures, like teachers.
Al-Anon.
Good times.
Good times.
Does anybody ever respond to you when you sort of...
No, because I never act on it.
That's fine. That's normal then.
You just you attract older guys not acting on it.
But I was wondering, I was sexually abused when I was little.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well...
And why don't you think, well, it's getting more normal? Have you, how come you haven't acted on any of this stuff?
Because, I don't know, they're older, and I didn't think,
She's not going to start till she's 17.
I see. You know what I'm saying, Jennifer? I mean, have you ever got any counseling?
Yeah, I've tried several different people, and I just can't seem to find someone that I can really open up to.
Well, magically, you're not going to trust anyone, okay, because of what's happened to you. And until you do, there's no way to get over this stuff.
Am I going to be able to get over it with counseling? I mean,
yeah, sure. What happened to you?
My brothers sexually abused me when I was 6, and then when I was 10.
Your brothers?
Yeah.
Does you have a couple of brothers?
Mm-hmm.
And how old are they now?
21 and 25.
Oh, boy. Do they have kids?
Uh-uh.
What are they doing? Are they in jail?
Where do they live so we can go beat the crap out of them?
They live by me. I see them all the time.
Oh, good times. And what are they doing okay in their life?
Yeah, well, one of them
They
was...
work construction?
One of them was severely addicted to heroin for several years, and I don't know, the other one, I had always been concerned that he was abusing his girlfriend, but I never said anything just because I didn't have any proof.
Right.
So I didn't really know.
All right. So, hey, Jennifer, you gotta take care of yourself now. Right? You gotta find a counselor that fits, and don't be so picky. Just open up to the next person you sit down with, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Jennifer.
What are you doing there, Drew? What's up? It's a freaky night.
Yeah,
a lot of it's like big problem night.
Yeah.
And listen, we were talking during the break about this. The only solution I can think to any of this is just screwballs can't have kids.
Right.
I mean, that's it. I know I'm compared unfavorably to Hitler, by the way.
Measure unfavorably.
Yeah, when I bring this up, but listen, that is the solution. All right, we going to line 2 here? Yeah. Steve?
Yes?
You're 29. What's up?
I was wondering, is it normal to enjoy having things put in your anus? Like, like when my wife does sexual things to me.
Yeah. What's she putting in there? Like when French does the hamster dance?
No. Like the back of...
Say it was with the real hamster.
Like the
we
back
did
of
the
a
math.
brush, like...
Wait, what was that?
Back of the brush?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the business end of the brush.
No, the back of it, like the...
Right.
The handle.
Yeah, I
that's
just
the
don't want
handle.
to be like, turning gay or anything.
No,
but
you're fine.
Good.
No.
You could catch gay,
That
though.
won't turn you gay. You camp with a gay guy.
What?
That'll turn
Then
you
you
gay.
could catch some gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But brush handles in the keister? No.
The other side
Well,
of
it
the
depends on how many times she
Right.
turns the brush. Then she could turn you gay if she turned it, what is
okay.
it, 14
Right.
times?
I was wondering, have you ever tried that, Adam?
Yep.
It feels
Good
good.
times, yeah.
Good stuff.
I usually use Brill cream as lube because it's right there. I usually keep it right
Oh,
next to
I
the
heard
brush.
the real men don't need the lube.
Pomade.
time.
Pomade at least, right?
Yeah.
It amplifies the feeling. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
buddy, just spit on it.
Yeah.
I had another question for Dr.
No.
Drew.
Steve, we don't have any time. Sorry, pal.
On there.
You're doing fine. It's just you could get hepatitis from using the brush, like if whoever just came in there, right? I mean, you got to wash your brush off,
Yeah,
right?
please.
All right.
Please.
We'll take a little break. We'll be back.